Okay, I'm finally back. This is Castle Dain. You can see this is version 0.2. So it's been a little while. It's been hard finding time to, work on this, but made a little update. Mainly added some sound effects and a second level in the castle. So we'll choose Can Sloop Me. So just a review, like if I hit the joystick button, it opens up this menu. So if I have any of these items here on the right, I can use them. So if I just hit move, then I can move. Anything I touch in the middle of the screen will give me a description. So normally it's just like a question mark in a room. Okay, so I get 3 experience points, so I can add them to any of my attributes. Vitality is the hit points, so actually I'm going to increase my strength and dexterity a little bit. Add 1 to vitality. Alright, and so then I'll use my amulet for a little protection. So this is the art gallery. It says many beautiful paintings are displayed in this room. Freshly painted canvas shows a young woman peering into a large yellow vase. So if you're kind of exploring in this level of the castle, you would notice that there was a room that had a bunch of vases. And if I had gone to that room first, it would just say, there's a bunch of vases in this room, nothing really of interest here. So now that I've gone to this room, and I've seen the painting of a young woman looking into a large yellow vase, so if I go back to that room that has the vases, that now I'll know, okay, so there's a yellow vase that I need to look into. So when I go back to that, the description will change, and it'll talk about me finding a large yellow vase, and that I look into it and I find something. So the whole purpose of that is because in order to get out of the level to the next level, you have to find a key. So these items here on the right, the first 3 I will find occasionally at the end of an encounter if I defeat the enemy. So I might find something, I might not. But the key you can't find with an encounter with an enemy. So the key you have to find by going through these different rooms, reading the descriptions, and kind of figuring out, oh yeah, I saw this in another room, maybe I should go back there and see if the description changed. And eventually you'll get to the description that shows the key. And so then you can get to the next level, which is there now. Whereas before you can actually open the door, but the stairs didn't lead to anywhere. Okay, so I have the key now. I got it from one of the rooms, and so now I could use it. Alright, and hopefully defeat this person. Okay, so ascend stairs. Oh, and that sound, it might sound familiar. It was inspired by Dungeon Campaign, the stairs going up and down. Alright, so there's more descriptions here. This is a little bit different in that, yes, it's important to, I'm not going to hit this description because it will reveal something, but obviously I can't go this way. But the descriptions in the rooms are important, and so, for example, you'll notice it says in the castle's lounge there are many pieces of comfortable furniture. Near a fireplace is a stack of 8 pieces of firewood. Now, that number right there is important, 8. And if you were to play it, you'd probably get a different number because it's randomly determined at a certain point in the game. But you know, once it shows up, it's always, for my game, it's always going to be the number 8. I'm going to need to know that for something later on in this level in order to get to the next level. So it's kind of a different thing you have to go through with. Maybe even having like a little piece of paper and writing some things down so you remember, because there's going to be more numbers on this level, and you need to know what order they go in order to put it into something that gets you the key. So little puzzles I like to throw in there, you know, description, things like that, just fun things I would like to do. So that's kind of why I did this game is, you know, if I think back to when I was younger, and I always loved like adventure games and RPGs and you know, just adventure puzzle games and stuff. And hey, you know, what if I were to do it? How would I do it? And so it's kind of been fun, you know, working through this. So this is level 2. There is a way to get to a staircase that takes you to level 3, but there isn't a level 3 yet. So that'll be in my next update, probably with some other things. That, you know, for example, in this update, I did tighten some of the code. So, you know, I did spend some time working on stuff that you couldn't see playing it, but I want to work in the code. And the code still is kind of a mess that I still want to fix up and things like that. So, but yeah, this is a taste of version 0.2, and feel free to try it out because I'll have a download in the description. I almost forgot to mention, I've got some new enemies for the second level. The first level has 4 enemies: green slime, giant snake, huge spider, and dung beetle. And so for level 2, I've got 4 different enemies. So first we have the ancient mummy. Then we have the evil skeleton. Then we have a vampire bat. And finally, we have a menacing ogre. So, some of these look better than others, and I did the best I could. As you probably know, if you've ever worked with Apple II graphics, you know, there's a lot of little things that you have to keep in mind with colors not being able to be next to each other and things like that. So sometimes I spent a little bit more time on doing some graphics than the coding itself. So, but yeah, those are some new monsters, so that's something new for this version as well. So, yeah, that about covers it. I'm not sure when I'm going to come out with another version, like a 0.3 or something, so, you know, it depends on how much extra time I have, but I've really enjoyed working on it. And once again, if it's something you want to check out, you know, I've got the file in the description of this video, and you know, obviously I'm using an emulator right now to play it, but I've tested it on my Apple IIc Plus, and it seems to work fine on that as well. So, alright, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching.